Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's solo stream. It's just gonna be you and me, everyone. Jason and Jen are both busy with other duties, and so I shall entertain you today by myself for 2 hours. We just gotta hang out. No overlords, none of that weirdness. Just us friends. Hi, Wad Tomato and Panic Bomb. Hello, everyone. We're back. I have some things that we're going to be painting today. We have a couple of test models that we got to go over. And then we got this one done yesterday. Cornflake Justice, Epic Beard, what's going on? How are you guys doing today? Welcome. It's Friday's Eve. We're just going to be getting on going here. In preparation for our fantastic and awesome event tomorrow. Punisher with another sub, 39 months, man. You're getting up there. That's crazy. Been here for a long time. Well, hold on. You got to win that free stuff. It's a raffle. We don't just give it away for free. You got to win. There's winning involved, okay? We got to make sure everybody's, doing all the right things.
Well, huzzah, huzzah!
Huzzah,
I'll just throw
huzzah.
back my legs and pollute my breeches with delight.
Perfect. There we go. I'm pulling up some illustrations or some paint jobs of White Scars and also the World Eaters stuff so we can try out a couple of recipes on tanks today. And then, aha, there we go. Perfection. And then we're gonna make it all happen. I am super stoked about it. You can't give any of your stuff away. Cornflake Justice, you will not be able to find out until tomorrow. But we are really excited about it. Bakamaru, in case you weren't here yesterday, we are, I guess for everybody who was not here, every year we do a Christmas party where we get all of the employees together and we have dinner and we have a good time. And we were thinking that we wanted to include stream and Twitch chat in our celebrations for the holidays. So we're going to be doing a holiday party tomorrow on stream between 2 and 4 regular time. And we're going to be having a bunch of guests on stream from our employees. We got, 6 different pairs of people who are going to be coming on over the course of the 2 hours. It's going to be a poppin' stream. So we're going to be giving away a ton of stuff. And we are going to be having a blast. And you guys get to see a lot of the people from that work here that may have not been on stream before, which is really fun. Some new people and some old people, and we're gonna have a blast. So I'm really looking forward to that. We'll do some more announcements about that throughout the stream today, so that we can hit everybody who may not be here right away. So we're gonna make sure that we come back to it later. Bakamaru, hello. Panic Bomb, nice 30-day streak. That's ridiculous and awesome. I am Rai. Hello, good afternoon. Did I miss anybody else in here? Epic Beard. Hello. Rare Parrot. The old cat. What the heck are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be working or something? I feel like Jason would not be super excited about this. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he would be really excited about it. Well, anyways, we're going to start with some White Scars action. And we're going to start on this here little tank. Although I'm going to grab a little bit more of this putty so I can put the tank up a little bit, give it a little bit of a raised edge so I can get to the underside here, because I gotta do some freehand. Cornflake Justice, all week Monument Hobbies, that's awesome. Welcome back for your 7th day in a row. We're gonna start with doing the little bits of detail on this White Scar's tank. We're going to start with a bit of burnt red. And we're going to zoom in. We're going to zoom on in. Move these out of the way. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on 1 second. 1 second, chat. There we go. Now that looks more accurate. All right, we're back. Cornflake Justice, I'm going to build it up. So I'm going to start with the darker color, and I'm going to put the Bold Power Red on top. So we're going to do both. This allows me to get a little bit of additional color into those areas with some brightness and some highlight areas. So we're going to start, let me get this pulled back up. Okay, great. Perfect. All right, so we got, I'm going to do some lines. To kind of build up the shape. Start with our first one here. And we're gonna pull these shapes down. I'm kind of just making sure that I have a consistent shape going along here. I'm going to come from the other direction here to catch these areas on the inside. We're going to do that after we finish the stuff that's easier to get to from this angle. Get this one out here. We'll just cover the tip of the detail there, which is perfect. Perfect. Looks great. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to keep on going along the side of the tank. Following that same boom. That's kind of the idea. Now, because two of these go onto the recessed panel here, I'm going to work from this angle. I'm going to follow that shape. And we're just going to make sure that we pull it to a fine point. So we're going to pull that up there. Looks good. And then I'm going to pull some of these ones up to make sure that they're all level. So with freehand like this, you want to make sure that you're always kind of doing some micro adjustments, getting everything to the right shape. You can get that nice bit of detail there. That's really cool. We're going to do it on the other side. I really actually like this darker color too, used as the color for this. Let me make sure I'm getting the shape right, because it pulls backwards at kind of this kind of slightly angled feel. I don't want to do this one here. Gotta get a point on my brush again. And we're gonna get in here and cut out this little sharp point. There we go. Nice. I like it. Looks good. Okay, so the second one, and I want to kind of replicate this on the other side. So I'm going to kind of do kind of get an idea of where these shapes cross, and then I'm going to follow them up. This one kind of starts at this angle here. Thing comes down. A little bit wider out that way. Nice. One. Good enough. Not quite perfect, but it'll do. Yeah, remember these things don't have to be 100% consistent on each side. I'm not sketching them out with a you know, a pencil ahead of time. I'm just doing my best to make sure that everything is nice and consistent. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this little spike from here. And the nice thing about this freehand is it's really quick and easy to do and can be replicated over a large volume of models pretty easily, which is great. And we're gonna go on cutting in these triangle shapes. Imarai. What am I gonna do with the tanks? The test tanks when I'm done? I might repaint them with the one that I choose. Or I might keep them, I don't know, use them for giveaways or something like that. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Because I also am not really playing Space Marines as my primary faction for this game. So I don't really need these models, like, too much. But I would like to have a Space Marine army, so I'll probably keep them, would be my guess. And then maybe, I don't know, do more as I kind of slowly collect the Space Marine half of stuff. I don't know, I like that idea. Yeah, Gabe literally has plastic now. Maybe I'll swap some with Gabe if he wants some. And just take his unpainted ones. I don't know. Depends on what Gabe is looking to do with his army. I want White Scars 30k tank. Let's see what we get there. Ooh, cool. That looks nice. Ooh, that's seeing kind of how people are doing these cuts of detail over their models for the tanks and stuff. I always really liked the visual of White Scars. I always thought that it looked really good. So I'm kind of totally into it. Megalodon! Again with the really dark name. Hello! Old Cat. Broken Chef. Good morning. It's not morning anymore. It's 2:16. What the heck? Also, thank you for the sub. These Legions Imperialis are so small. Yeah, they're really small. They're like super duper small. Omicron Samurai, what's going on?
Well, huzzah!
Welcome,
huzzah.
everybody.
I'll just throw back
Starting to
my
kinda
legs and pollute my britches
Cook
with
into
delight.
the day. Get our stream rolling. Starting off with our sweet White Scars tank that we're working on here. Yeah, Cooper Triplet. It is El Solo J Day. Both Jen and Jason are otherwise occupied with some important meetings. So it's just going to be us today, but they will be back for tomorrow's stream, so do not fear, for they will be here. We stand with you. Thank you, Hooper Triplet. Yeah, are you doing Megalodon? Are you doing Carcadons or are you doing Ultramarines? Or are you doing something else for yours? Do the tank tracks. Ultramarines and then Carcadons? Cool. Nice. That is awesome. Ooh, what color do I want to do these plasma destructors? That would be real cool. I want to put the lightning bolt in here somewhere. I'm going to need a really, really, really small brush for this. Where are my teeny tiny brushes? Alright, so I get my teeny tiny brush here. How's this logo supposed to work? Aha! Okay, so it's got the yellow with the red outline. I think I'm going to put one right here. I think I'm going to put one right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a little bit of golden yellow. And we're going to rough out this little kind of shape. So I can practice it a little bit so I can get a feel for how I want to approach it. Let me grab this little card. Right. So this is always a good way to practice for whenever you're doing freehand, is you can work on a little piece of card like this to practice kind of how you want to draw the shapes. So I'd kind of make 2 triangles is the way I would start. So I'm gonna go boom, like this, and like this, and then boom, get a nice strong shape. That's one part of it right there. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna start the other side here, and then I'm gonna draw that triangle shape overlapping. And that's how we get that kind of like sideways hourglass visual, right? What's up, James Meeks? Best job ever. That's so funny. Hi, James. Glad you got a chance to pop in and say hello. Omicron Samurai, the matte varnish did the trick for you. Awesome. Jay, how would you do purple plasma or Volkite? Like royal purple to titanium white, then tint the white with transparent? Estrello, the way that I would approach that, I would personally use a little bit of magenta. I know it pulls away from the purple a little bit. The problem is there's not a whole lot of gradient between purple and white that looks like it's hot and glowing. Mostly because the purple doesn't fluoresce in the same way that like magenta does, or pink in this case. I would typically use like I might even do it on the tanks potentially. That sounds like a really cool color to do the plasma glow in for these, at least to do a demonstration. But I would build it up. I would start with the white, and then I would go with magenta, and then in the deepest recesses I would put that purple. And if you do the purple right, and you apply enough of it, but not too much to cover all of that pink or that magenta that you put underneath it, you're going to get this really beautiful purple feeling glow. And it will just feel like that magenta part is just, as it gradiates towards the hot point, which is the white, it goes into that warmer color and brighter color. from purple, because purple is really dark color by nature, right? And when you get it brighter, it starts to turn into more of kind of like a lavender type color if you don't keep it towards that warm spectrum. Um, so yeah, I would definitely use a little bit of magenta in it, definitely for sure. Not a lot. You don't need a lot. If you use more magenta and a little bit of purple, you'll end up with just like a nice magenta uh, glow. But if you use a little bit of magenta and then more purple, it'll feel like more of a purple glow. Okay, so now that this is dry, we're gonna start working on the lightning bolt. So the lightning bolt has three kind of squiggles. So it has three tiers with which it goes through, because it does this sort of shape. Yeah, so it's gonna be like this. We're doing the same thing, right? We're simplifying those shapes out. So, and then I'm going to create another one of these that goes even further. So this is like kind of the shape that we want, right? And you see how I made that with three progressively smaller triangle shapes moving together. So this is like I said, you really break down how how these shapes interact so you can paint them easier. Now this isn't perfect, but it's a good starting point. And what it should do is, instead of going this way, see how it kind of goes out towards this front way, it actually should be going back. So it should be more of, let me try and do this with it on the paper. Let me flip it over actually. So it should be doing more of this. We want it to be like this. And it should be going, you know, down, 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 where it goes this way instead of moving towards this, which means that these triangles that I'm creating need to go further down and then to the right. Although it looks like, let me see if I can't get a better visual on their icon. Oh no, it does go to the left. Let me see if I can see a decal. Symbol. Okay, so it does actually go to the left. It was just hard to see from that angle. Okay, so yeah, we do want it to go like this, where it goes boop, 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 boop. So we're gonna grab our brush again, and we're gonna do this again. I had the right idea here. We're just gonna go, we'll try it a little bit smaller this time. And then we're gonna go try and get it a little bit sharper, using the tip of the brush to kind of elongate that triangle shape. Boom, get it nice and sharp. And see how I kind of roughed out that first shape, and then I used the tips of my brush to really get it to that nice point. We're gonna go down. A little bit bigger. And this is why it's really important to practice this, because it gives you a good understanding of how the shape of this is supposed to work. You can get the relation of these triangles to one another. that doesn't look right. Okay, so how can we approach this to get it into a better spot? So let's see if I do it. We can do it like this. This, and then I do this. We can build it up like this. And then we can try cutting away detail from it. It even comes further over. It's like really, really far over. That's even. All right. And then what we do is we'll take a little bit of white. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut in with the white over areas where we want this to kind of cut in and create the lightning bolt. So we could do it kind of like this. It's tough. This is a weird shape to get right. Maybe I just gotta just go at it. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna go at it. We're gonna try it. Did I decal my banners for the tax squad? Sad no ultramarine decals on the sheet. I had to dig up a few from leftover sheets. No, I have not done decal banners yet. I have my Solar Exilia banners right here, and I haven't done any decals or anything on them. I might try and find some like nice white decals and put them on out of the Solar Exilia side. Because I'm predominantly doing Solar Exilia for mine, so. Alright. We're gonna try this. So. Comes from this side here. Comes over really far. But the tail is really narrow. And it ends right about there. And then it goes for a shallow cut here. And that goes all the way up basically to the inside tip there. This comes back down. And then this goes up to around here. And then here again. Here. Here. Put it off a little bit. Fill it in. Okay. And that's pretty good. And then Professional Paint Liquor, what's going on? Outline for it. So that's like kind of the icon that we want. But that's a pain in the butt. So I think I'm just going to use a decal. The only bummer is they don't have colored decals. They only have black, white for all of the decals, which is a really big bummer. So I can try and do like a teeny tiny lightning bolt, but it's going to feel super weird. Let's see if I can't make it work. Let's see. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go for it, chat. Because I am crazy. Alright. Getting that part done. Hello, Avian. How's it going? Yeah, hello, Baby J. Just Baby J. All alone, Baby J. It's very true. You just use smaller leftover decals from your character boxes for Ultramarines decals? Yeah, that's a great idea. Gentleman Paints, hello. Punisher, that's not a bad idea. But I am a masochist. So we're gonna do it the hard way. We're gonna do it the hard way. Alright, so we got that part done. It actually worked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's not horrible. Huh. Did Jen and Jason go off on a Christmas vacation and forget Baby J? It's Home Alone 3. No. You realize that there's like 4 of those movies, right? They're all bad. I'm all alone, all by myself. There is no one here besides me. I'm all quite alone. All alone, no one to comfort me or guide me. Why is there no one here with me or on a long winding road to lift a heavy load? If there was someone here with me, how happy I would be. But I'm quite alone by myself and all alone. Doot doot doot. Aha! Time to order pizza and hop to the studio and pop to the studio. Yeah, that's funny. The first 2 are great. Hey, Avian. Thank you. Oh, that's funny. That was worth it. It's not too bad. Yeah, and that's the nice thing, right? It's like when it's at this scale, you can have a little bit of leeway with how good you get it. You definitely don't have to get it perfect. So yeah, I don't hate that at all. I think that looks pretty darn good. I do want some red somewhere on this side of the tank, so I might do like a back section here. Would be really cool to do. All alone with 48 random people from all over the world watching you. That can be kind of creepy. I mean, it's not that creepy. You guys are crazy enough as it is. To be fair though, I am also kind of crazy. So, can you record Slow Fuse's reaction on the bit redeem? Avian gave us 1,000 bits. Why? I'll tell him about it. Maybe he'll hop in at the end of stream. We'll see. Depends on what time he's done with his meeting. That's what I say to myself in the mirror. In this scale, it's hard to get it right. It's different, dickweeds. It's when I look in the mirror, I say, well, in this scale, it doesn't matter if I get it right. Megalodon, when you have the time, I'd love to get some feedback on if there's anything I can do to help my itty bitty Space Marines give them some pop. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can just message you on the Discord after work and get a chance to dig in and take a look at it. I've been busy with a lot of stuff at work. I haven't been able to be as active on the Discord as I usually like to be. But I will definitely get to it after. Yeah, perfect. I'll take a look at it, Megalon. Slayer Street. I don't know if I said hello already, but hello. How's everybody's week going? It's Thursday already. This is kind of crazy. This is like crazy fast week. Ain't messing around. Ooh, yeah, I know where I'm. Oh man, this is the wrong one. I have to do this on the Predators. Do it on the Predators. Game delay is Baby J just being quiet again? Nope. My stream is muted. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. 24 more hours and you're off for 2.5 weeks. Holy cow. That's crazy. 25 more hours. It's like 3 more days. I mean, technically, I also have about that same amount of time before I'm off for some period of time. For those of you who are not aware, I'm going to be gone for a week and a half. The 21st through the 2nd? Or through the 1st, I'll be back on the 2nd. Same, after tomorrow, you don't get back to work until the 8th. Woo, that's crazy. I hope you have a great vacation, Megalodon. Oh, like 25 clock hours. Dang, that's awesome, dickweeds. I hope you enjoy your vacation. You dreamed Wad Tomato was actually part of your online D&D group with Treebeard? That's funny. Unlimited PTO, just having a staycation? That's awesome. Part of me wants to come back a couple of days early so I can just like hang out and relax and do some like personal painting, which sounds amazing if I'm gonna be honest. So I might do that because that sounds great. I'm gonna add a little bit of red on this panel in here, just because I felt like it needed it. I'm gonna get in here with my size 0, which works great on these little teeny tiny tanks. Perfect for getting into all the little details. The other thing I want to do on this is I'm going to do some noosh filters on this tank to get some really, really neat color effects. And the funny thing is, the more that I paint this, the more I'm like, ooh, I think I want to do white scars. Because I would love to see, you just see like a bunch of tanks on the table that look like this, especially once I get all the rest of the bits and bobs painted. Whew, look spicy. Look very spicy indeed. It's gonna make me want to make a real White Scars army, which sounds horrible. It's a lot of white. It could be cool. But it could be cool, everyone. It wasn't that kind of dream. Then you come back and have an audit busy season. Oh yeah, Dickweeds, yeah, that's rough. Megalodon, wait, aren't you painting your own army right now? Yes, but I'm doing tests on which ones I want to do. So we did like a Thousand Suns tank yesterday, which it ended up okay. I'm not sure that I would want to spend that much time on a whole army because it takes a lot to kind of get there. Looks cool though. But this is really feeling pretty neat to me, so I'm having a good time with it. So what I might do is I might kind of block in some of the metallic areas now. I think that would be really cool. We're gonna do kind of a cool mix here. We're gonna mix dark silver and a touch of light bronze, maybe. Touch of light bronze. Give it a little bit of that kind of like yellowy feel to it. Brighten it up just a touch. So we're gonna get all of these here, although that should probably be a different color. That should be fine. All the spots back here, metallic. Very cool. Trying to figure out what all the spots need to be that are not that white color. Might even do some like weathering on the tank too. That'd be really neat. Do some like really quick sponge weathering and then do the noosh on top of it. I like that idea, chat. I'm getting excited. Alright. Boom. Got this kind of. Do I need to do this inside channel? Hold on, because there's this like. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do the center part. I'm gonna leave the coils exposed so we can do those in whatever color we want to do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do them in blue or if I want to do that kind of purple color that I was talking about earlier. I think that'd be really neat. Give some nice visual distinction. I think the cool thing is that would be nice about doing this color scheme is that I don't think a lot of people are going to do white scars. Feels like a pretty niche army for people to do. And we'll see what it looks like next to the other ones. Yeah, purple would look really cool with the white. I agree. And it would look nice with the red too. Fire Arc, what's going on? Welcome. Trashorama. You just hope that GW sticks with Epic this time. The really interesting thing, Trashorama, is that they've combined 3 games. So it leads me to believe that this is something that they're going to invest, enough effort into that, it'll be worth everybody's time. I mean, that's at least as much as I can hope for, right? As a consumer. But we'll never know until we know. But they definitely have a lot of releases planned. They've shown off a lot of things already, right? Because we've seen, drop pods. We've seen what have we seen? Drop pods. We've seen all the jet bikes and the regular bikes. We've seen what have we seen? Jet bikes, regular bikes. We've seen drop pods. We've seen land raiders. We've seen the new Malcadors, which they just showed off. Yeah, those look sick. I'm stoked for those new Malcadors. Those are awesome. I sent a message to Gabe about it this morning because I got up in the morning a little early and was kind of perusing on my phone. And I saw it this morning and I was like, ooh, Gabe would like this now that he's in deep on the Legions Imperialis game plan, which is really cool because I am really kind of in love with these models. So it's we'll see. It's gonna be sweet. He also got himself a freaking iconoclast. You told him I was mad at him for sending the leaks. You loved it. Don't lie to these people. Look, we'll just it'll be a slow burn, Gabe. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. When they launched Titanicus, the original plan was to combine them all, but then Rona. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Fireark, what up? Advance, match the workload. Let's see here. No, hey, Punisher. Hey, it's also Therapy Thursday, man. If you got a vent, you can vent. That's cool. Just keep it PG and keep it room polite. You know, we don't want to be flaming anybody in here. Little Snake, what's going on? What a great name, Little Snake. I love the emote. That's fantastic. Yeah, when somebody starts a message by saying it's fine, it's not fine. It'll be a slow burn. Everyone describing the galaxy during Warhammer 30k, knowing that 40k also exists. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot of cool things that they can release. That already exist for regular Horus Heresy. That would be really cool to have in the game, right? Lots of really interesting stuff. Getting the smokestacks done here. Tiny guys. The bottom parts here. Metal down here. Get the heavy bolter done. Out. I kind of paint in all of this. I'm actually painting this whole inside bit. Blocking it out. And this is a mix of dark silver and light bronze. Has this little bit of yellowing to it, which is really nice. Brightens it up a touch.
Hey, somebody likes us.
Somebody likes us. Holy cow. Happy attitude. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Happy attitude adjuster. Thank you for the follow. Are you adjusting happy attitudes or are you happy about adjusting attitudes? That statement can be construed quite a few different ways based on how you read it. So This is looking really cool. Once you start kind of blocking in some of that other color, it really starts coming alive. After this, we have an Emperor's Children one we're going to do. We have a Word Bearers one, or World Eaters one that we're going to do, which will look really cool. And all these little bits and bobs. Supposed to be metal. The frame of that. Boom. See that. That. Add a little bit more color onto the back here. This silver. You do want to see a World Eaters Marine one day? Some guy ripping pages from a book and staring at you as he chews them. Word Eaters. Somebody lies, Baby J? What do you mean somebody lies? Nobody's lying. I mean, everybody's lying, but nobody's lying. I certainly am not lying. Thank you for the follow, Warp Drive.
Hey,
Yeah, this is looking dope. All right, let's try and get these tracks done. Now the tracks I like to do in like in black, honestly. Maybe even give them a little bit of a dry brush afterwards. I just like the tracks to be really, really dark. Maybe I'll mix a little bit of the dark silver in there. All this kind of blocked in. Nice. The tracks are going to pull a lot more of that white away. Cool. That's looking good. What I like to do is I like to go back and put weathering and like pigment powder on it to look like the tracks are a little bit dirty. Generally speaking, I like to do less of that than a lot of other like tank modelers will do, because when you look online, you'll see a lot of like really, really dirty tracks. I like a little bit of wear and some dirt in there, but I don't like it to be too much because I feel like it pulls away from the model when you do it too much. But if you get a little bit on there, it's not too bad. Boom. Yeah, that's looking sweet. Looking sweet. Less is more. Yeah, 100% agree with that, Megalodon. Gladiator, what's going on? Welcome back. Been a while since I've seen you. Front side of these tracks almost done. Alright. Front side of the tracks are almost done. Gotta try and get these a little bit of a tight corner in here on the inside lip of these tracks. The really scary thing about doing all of this is making sure you don't get anything on the white, or as little as possible, because keep all that white pretty pristine until you start doing all the weathering. Get this stuff on the back here. Hit the tracks at the bottom here. Nice. Looking good. Tracks on the back here. Boom. All right. So that's tracks done. I think the glow is going to be the last thing I do for the plasma destructors, because I want to get it to feel right, because I think orange might also be a really good color, like an orangey red maybe, but I want to make sure that the colors work good with what we're going on. I'm doing great, Gladiator. It's doing real good. Jade, what's going on? Yeah, Gladiator, I'm stoked. I'm having a great time. I'm absolutely in love with all these little itty bitty tanks. I don't know if you've been here for the rest of the stuff. Ooh. We've got a whole heck of a lot of other models already done. Jade, say hi to Chuck for me. All right, I think we're gonna mess around with a little bit of noosh. I think that's the next step here. We're gonna do some filters. Now this is gonna be a really light filter. I think I want to do mostly noosh and just a little bit of color here. And I'm probably gonna thin it down a little bit too. We're gonna use some black green and a touch of gray. What gray do I want? A little dot of Payne's gray. I mean, we're using mostly medium. Just dot of the Payne's gray. I'm gonna put even more noosh in here. Boop. I'm gonna put a little bit of water. And we're gonna mix it on up. This time, I'm gonna do the same thing as we did with some of the other models, where we really carefully apply this stuff and then we wipe it away. I'm gonna have to use Q-tips, I think, mostly because this is so small. But I want to go in here. I want to do a light filter towards the bottom of these tanks. Grab this button up because I'll be able to get to it here. Pull off the excess. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks super good. Chuck is curious if the cookies have been devoured. Yes. Yes, they have. They did not last long. Put some up underneath the hole here. Kind of push it into the recesses. Yeah, it looks dope. That nice little shade. This is, like I said, this is black green with a little bit of Payne's gray. What size wet palette do I use? I use the large, the studio size of the red grass palette. Well, hold on, dickweeds. We got lots of stuff going on right now. Bought 13-pound prime rib roast today for Christmas. Cutting into multiple roasts. Sick. But this is the time of year it's on sale for anybody out there who roast curious. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Roast sounds so good right now. Woo. I love me some roast. I don't know if I'm gonna have any this year because I don't know what my family is planning on doing for stuff, but it's awesome. I love it. We usually do it depending on which part of the family I'm with, but yeah, roast is awesome. Fantastic. So subtle. We're not doing anything crazy here. But it makes such a big difference when you throw it on the table. The savings on the dose was like roast was $113. What the heck? $5.99 a pound? That's actually ridiculously cheap. I might buy some to make at home. Throwing some more of the shading on. To the back here. Awesome. Cool. That is pretty much where we want to be. For that, we do a little bit of sponge weathering here. Get some brown on the palette. Do a little bit of dark light ember maybe. Ooh, warm brown. Let's do warm. That'll be nice and muddy. And the warm so the warm brown will contrast really nicely against these cooler shadow colors, so it'll show up a lot better. See what it looks like. Throw some on. Front area here would definitely get the brunt of the weathering for sure. We'll be a little heavier on the front there. Put a little
Hey,
bit of this
somebody
brown
likes us.
on the tracks in the front and in the back. You can kind of rub it up against the tracks a little bit. Get a nice little bit of the weathering. Stipple a little bit on the top. Cool. Cool. All right, let's take a look at some glow colors. Let's reintroduce some of this bold titanium white. Get this glow nice and hot. Brightness back. Boom. Got that. I'm gonna throw a little bit of that weathering mix, the noosh, on the top of this panel here, because these are just too bright. These need to get darker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it on there. I'll wipe it off. There we go. That's much better. That was a little distracting. A little bit distracting. This works a lot better. And then what we can do is I'm going to put a little bit more red in some spots here. I actually like putting some on this side here. Oops. That on there. We're going to do it on the other side. Thank you for the follow, Spartan Shotgun 6. What's going on? Yo, what's going on, Gosu? Shako Bonds. Hello. Ooh, James Rum. James Rum. How's it going? Welcome, everybody. Mo, we got a Mo in here now. What's up? What's going on? We're working on one of the options from the from our poll yesterday. Trying out the white scars option. See how I like it. So far, it's looking pretty rad. Digging it. Boom. There we go. We'll put a little bit of red on the top here. Needs a little bit of red. So we're just going to go crazy here. We get a nice little slash of color over the top of this tank now. I'm really digging. Alright. Pull this back. Now we got some sweet color on the back of these guys. Sick. Alright. There we go. And then I think the next step is we're going to take black wash. Where's our black wash? Oh, I gave it back to Jason. Steal it again. We're going to steal it again. If I can find it. Never mind. We're not going to steal it. We're not going to steal it. Maybe we are going to steal it. I don't know. We'll grab some more wash. We'll do a wash later. Alright, let's do this glow. I'm thinking purple looks cool. Panic bomb. I've almost talked myself into Imperial Fists for 30k. Nice. That's awesome. Garonis. Hello, good evening. Game delay. I'm not up on Warhammer lore, but I'm pretty sure that is the only Space Marine faction. Yeah, dude, I love painting tanks in general. I think they're really cool, and they've got such a nice little visual interest on the table. It's really crazy to see them kind of come together in small form. Really neat. Dark burgundy. I want a little bit of dark magenta. You got a Legion glaive as a birthday present? Holy cow. Those things are sweet. Let's see here. I'll probably do a little bit of noosh on this as well. Just mix a touch in with this dark magenta. And then we're going to come in here and we're just going to throw it in. Nice. We're doing this other side now. All right. So I'm going to try and wipe away as little of this as possible. So I'm just going to take the edge of this Q-tip. Because if I use the sponge, it's going to pull too much of that light away. Maybe we got to let it dry a little bit more. Pulling too much out of the resin. So we'll let that sit. We'll let that sit. That looks kind of cool though, from a starting point. Old magenta cannons. Awkwardish Panda, what's going on? Doing okay. You only have 2 4-year-old wands, Gistrello? Glaive and a Warhound. Okay. I mean, those are both really sick. That's super cool. Estrella, I mixed Noosh and Dark Magenta together. Cornflake Justice, what's a good not green color for a bronze Necron scheme? For like the glow? I'm assuming you're talking about the glow. If you're doing bronze, I really like orange. Orange looks really freaking cool. Blue would look okay. Red would look great. I think anything in that like really hot like red and orange spectrum, I think would look dope. Purple's tough, T-Schmidt. I think you could get away with purple. I would do kind of this magenta purple that I'm talking about here, where you kind of you split the difference a little bit. But yeah, I think it's really neat. All right, so we got pink or dark magenta here. Kind of seeing what it looks like in relation to everything else. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not in love with it. I think orange or blue might be better. I think orange or blue might be better. So let's try one side orange and one side blue, and then we'll make a decision. See if I can remove some of this stuff off of here too. All right. Yeah, I agree. Game delay. I think that was kind of the big thing. Is it just doesn't really feel like it belongs. It looked cool initially, but as I kind of let it dry a little bit and settle on the model a little bit more, it just didn't really work for me. All right, getting all this, doing a little bit of the edge highlights here in white again to bring that value back up a touch. Nothing crazy. Some edge highlights. Got a little bit of this extra white on the brush. Got a little bit of the white on the magenta down here. Figured I'd go back and do a little bit of touch-ups.
Hey, somebody likes us.
Inks Master, thank you for the follow. Plasma. Oh my gosh, Punisher. Here, let me go through some questions here. Yeah, Panic Bomb. Yeah, like we were talking about. Magenta sounded too good, but it sticks out too much. I totally agree. Look at that white coverage over even the fluoro. I wasn't using fluoro cornflake. I was using just dark magenta, but it does cover over fluoro really good. Glaze yellow over that magenta, and you'll get a nice orange, yellow orange coils. Yeah, I mean I could do that too. Game delay, a little bit of hint of green could be interesting. Yeah, I could do that kind of like poison green plasma gun. That actually sounds pretty good. I like that a lot actually. Game delay. Hmm. Yeah, Ghost Hunter, we're working on painting the plasma coils right now. I had them painted in dark magenta, and I didn't like it. I got a question. Is gloss varnish waterproof once dry? Acrylics are water resistant when they dry. They're water soluble while they're wet, but as they dry and cure completely, they're pretty resilient to water. Not completely so, but generally speaking, that's part of the reason why acrylics are used pretty much everywhere, is they're really, really durable type of paint. It's paint. The options are limitless. Mwahaha. This is correct. This is very true. Do another layer here of the white. Trying to get pulled back again. Yeah, I'm thinking that green's gonna look really good, I think. If I do, I might even do that in fluorescent. I think that could look really good. Kind of do it how I did the portals. Oh, actually, ooh, here we go. I have an idea. Yep, that's the right color. That'll look sweet. Yeah, this'll look sick. I can kind of use this as a reference point to see what it looks like up against the rest of the model. That looks freaking sweet. Tabletop Titans rating a party of 41. Welcome, Raiders. How are you guys doing today? Tabletop Titans, I hope you guys had a great stream. What were you guys streaming? Were you guys painting? Were you guys gaming? What were you guys doing? Welcome, everybody who's new. If you're new here, we are Monument Hobbies. We make all the fantastic paint that we're using on stream today, called Pro Acryl. We make everything in-house here in Arizona. We hang out here and show everybody how to use it. We make lots of fart jokes at the same time, so bear in mind, have some fun with that. Tabletop Tartans, it's a side for plaid. Panic Bomb, you and your plaid obsession is going too far, my friend. Too far. They're painting the holiday goblins. Ooh, awesome. I should go check that out afterwards. I'd love to see how they turned out. Zell Nasty, welcome. Thanks for joining from the raid. They're fart jokes. Did I say poop jokes? Fart jokes. Excuse me. Pardon me. Painting the holiday goblin models. Sweet. Hope you guys are all ready for the holidays. I know I am not. Things are going super fast around here. The art part that's important. Whoa, plaid. Plaid is not a monument staple until, what is it, 2093, 2097? If only Lumberjack Tim were here, he would basically be able to tell me. The series is basically over. Yeah, for real. I'm going to be here, I have what, tomorrow and 3 other days, and then I'm going to be gone for like a week and a half? So, 2073. No, but it got delayed. Lumberjack Tim pushed it back to 93. Put that portal on its side, cut the tank in half, and glue the front half into the portal. That would be hilarious. And it would fit. It would fit. How hilarious would that be? Alright. We're going to start with a little bit of the yellow fluorescent here. Yeah. Abandoning us for the holidays and family. Bah humbug. You're totally right. I am the worst person ever for abandoning my people. Alright, let's try out some of these fluorescents here. Doing the yellow fluorescent here. There's going to be a base with which we're going to paint the green on top of. Crazy hot glow. I thought Hasbro was the worst person ever for abandoning their people too soon. Yikes. Yikes. Like, if we're willing to ignore our families to watch you paint, seems like you could give us some love back. Hey, that's fair. Duly noted. Well, don't forget, the other two are going to be here. Jason's perfectly capable of making people not lick their brushes. At least to the ability that he can do that. He's got the power. He's got the power. Alright, almost done with this nice layer of yellow fluorescent. We're going to let that dry. And do a little bit of this kind of glow on the edges of the metal. White's not really going to reflect the glow very well, so I don't have to do a ton of OSL on the white, which is great. We're going to let that sit for a minute. I appreciate the misplaced vote of support. You're not going to stream from your family's house? I don't have any setup to do it, Spatsnat. I gotta have a facility to be able to stream out of. I can't just do it willy-nilly. We have a whole setup in here. Like a whole setup. We got all sorts of stuff. You can't see it because, you know, you're not here. But everybody who is a fan of the stream that's come by and checked it out is always like, oh, this is much more involved than I was expecting it to be. Yes, you can stream from your phone. Correct. I do not have the Monument Hobbies Twitch channel, though, for me to stream from. Not to mention, if I were streaming, I'd be streaming on top of our normal streaming time, which would be unacceptable. A phone and a selfie stick would work. I hear what you guys are saying, and I love you for it. But also, I gotta visit family. Come on now. I'm not leaving you forever. I will be back. You know I wouldn't be caught dead without hanging out on stream. Unacceptable. This is the perfect chance to show off the value of the go bag. Family is way overrated. It's not just family, it's friends too, okay? Friends too. I'm gonna go see all my friends in Washington, okay? We just need to get Jason to pull your vacation. Oh my gosh. You guys are the worst and the best. The worst and the best. Y'all are brutal. Oh my god. Yeah, they don't mess around. Awkwardish when Jen and Jason aren't here, they don't hold back. But it's okay, because I have the power to withstand them. I have the power. Alright, we're going over it with the green. I'm going to pull up some of this excess green here. Getting this other side done. Alrighty. Looking dope. I'm in love. It's looking real good. This is definitely the right color. I believe it was Game Delay with the idea here. So kudos to Game Delay for a dope suggestion. Gallows Adler, yes, we are doing some epic. I am starting to work on all the Space Marine side of my boxes. I wanted to kind of feel out a couple of recipes and plans for a couple of the various different factions that I wanted to use. And this particular recipe was one of them. So this is our White Scars. Sakaran. And then we have not only this guy, but we have a whole gigantic pile of painted Solar Auxilia. So I've been doing this over the past couple of weeks on stream. Not a couple of weeks, like last week or so, which has been a blast. And now I want to add. I think I am going to do White Scars. This is sick. I love this thing. Gallows Adler. No, these are not vintage. These are brand new. This box came out what 2-3 weeks ago maybe. Yeah, it's new Epic Legion Imperialis. The box sets I want to say are $200, and it comes with like a Solar Auxilia half, and it comes with a Space Marine half as well. You get some cool little mini Contemptors and some Space Marines, Space Marines to go with them, which is sweet. So that's dope. Yeah, you can get, yeah, if you can find it. It's crazy how sold out it is right now. Like everywhere is sold out of it. Game Delay. If I never give another suggestion on stream, I can leave the impression that I know what I'm doing. There you go. Some spooky mayonnaise. They restocked the main box and it sold out again. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm curious to see if it's artificial scarcity or if they're truly running out of things faster than they can make it. Yeah, it's almost like people weren't blowing smoke when they said they wanted a return of Epic. I mean, man, it's super cool. It really is a really neat, cool looking game on the table. I love it. I'm super stoked about it. We got Gabe in here excited about it as well. He just picked up a box, the last box at one of our local game stores. He picked up. We're going to push this glow a little bit further. I'm blending in a little bit of this green into it. Throwing it in just in the places where the edge of the coils meet metal or something like that. On the underside here. On the top part. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this bold titanium white. Some of this fluoro yellow. And we're going to go back and hit. I'm going to bring back that fluoro yellow to the middle parts. So we mix a little bit of the white, bring it back to the edges where it's going to be the hottest. And then we're just going to hit it with that fluorescent again, the fluorescent yellow. And then we're going to be done with the glow on these. Do you think this box is a trial to see if these products can survive? I don't know, Gallows. I would say they're showing a lot more investment in this game than I would have expected for something that is just kind of a trial product. They already have like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 additional boxes of painted models that they've already shown for the game. The game was supposed to be out months ago. It was supposed to be out in August. And it just came out like 2 weeks ago. So, you know, it's one of those situations where, you know, they already had everything ready ahead of time. They just screwed up on the box and they had to wait. So, Games Workshop trying to avoid another Dominion box for sure. They definitely pumped down their production volumes because they oversold the heck out of Dominion. Nice to see Heresy get some attention since you're all in on Heresy. I agree, man. I love Heresy. You know, I've been wanting to play the regular version of it for a long time, and now that Kyle's here, we've been playing it a bunch, which is great. Finally, a little bit of recouped investment on that whole army that's been sitting on my shelf for the past too long. So, yeah, I'm really stoked. It'll be great. All right. Boom. We got our first tank almost done. I want to do a really, really thin wash of a black wash over this just to get into all the nooks and crannies. I might do like a gloss varnish layer over it and then do some pin washes with the black wash as well. Might be a pretty good idea. Yeah, the green looks really good. It was a good call for sure. For sure. Let me see if I can mix up something that'll work good. I really want to use the black wash. Let me just make here. That's all I really need. Throw in some glaze and wash medium. And water. We're gonna mix the heck out of this stuff. It might need a little bit more. It's looking a little thin right now. So this is what I have mixed up. And this looks really thin. Touch more. Another drop or two. That's looking pretty good. All right. Grab a nice pointed brush. Let's see if we can't get this to sit in the recesses good. Throw a nice little bit of this wash on top here. We're just kind of putting it in the recesses. I don't want it to tint the surface of the white too much. kind of just being careful with how I apply it, where I apply it. Yes. All right. Looking real nice. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it. That's the tank. We can do, we can kind of pour out this wash. We might be able to mix up one little other thing that might be interesting. Is some like some more heavier staining for the mud effects, which could be really cool. So if we take some burnt sienna. Well, it's funny you mention it, Ghost Hunter. We actually did some noosh on it earlier. Then we're gonna do some noosh on it today, right now. Green is looking nasty. Yeah, that kind of like poison glow looks really freaking neat. Yeah, Ghost, I get the itch to do a White Scars army from time to time. You painted up the old Corsaro Khan, nice. Yeah, it weathers so nicely. White armor is just great because it just takes all of the weathering that you put into it, and it just looks beautiful when you're done. But we're gonna take a little bit of burnt sienna. We're not gonna use a ton of it. We're also not gonna use a ton of noosh with our. Oh, that mix. We're mixing on up. We're gonna apply it. I'm just gonna move a bit of it. I want to focus this mostly on the front. We're going to wipe a ton of it off. But I really want to build up this kind of muddiness. Nice. I'm gonna hit the back here as well. Get this nice little bit of earthy, muddy weathering at the bottom. Oh no, our stream's having a problem. Ruh-roh. Our connection's not doing too hot. Hopefully we don't lose you, chat. If we lose you, though, that would suck. Oh, we're back. We're bouncing back. We're bouncing back. All right. Let's see here. We got a couple more minutes before the end of stream. I'm liking this. I'm feeling really good about it. We can move on. So I'm going to answer some questions. We're going to go through kind of some of the stuff that I missed. And then we're going to close out the day. Mo's Magic, where's Jen today? Jen and Jason are both in a meeting right now. They are busy with the business stuff. So it is on me here today to keep you guys entertained. You're gonna do this voice card. We talked about that. Luminous Blue, first time chatter. Hello, welcome. Hello, I just started down the rabbit hole. That is painting miniatures. I have to say I'm obsessed. Awesome. I have a question for the more experienced miniature painters here. I'd like to purchase more miniatures, busts to practice on and grow my collection, but I'm not in a position to buy a 60 plus model every time I want to try a new project. Do you have any tips on where I could perhaps purchase some cheaper minis that are okay quality? Or how to reuse miniatures so you can paint them, repaint them and save money? Yeah, so Luminous Blue, you can always repaint models that you've already painted. I have painted over this model once already. I have repainted over this model once already. You will find that I'm one of those people, I repaint stuff all the stinking time. Either I don't like it, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, I wanted to try something new. You will find that I do that kind of stuff very frequently. So don't worry about just repriming over a model and starting again. Totally fine. Make sure that you use a light primer. You don't want to build up too much kind of paint buildup over the details because you'll lose some details. But yeah, no, it works really, really good. Yeah, absolutely. We also have texture trainers. I think Cornflake Justice mentioned it, asking about it as well. We are releasing a set of texture trainers. They are here. I think Jason has his over here, maybe. Yes, he does. So Jason, we are working on releasing a set of flat, kind of almost bust coin type miniatures like this Luminous Blue that come unpainted. They're just, gonna look like this. They're flat, so you don't have to worry about painting the back. And it's all about finding lots of different ways to approach painting textures on your miniatures. So we're working on releasing this one here soon. We have a couple additional ones that we're working on right now and want to be releasing in the future. So keep your eye out. We're going to be bringing these to you with some more information as we get closer to release for these. But yeah, these are awesome. I don't right now, but we are doing the best to keep them as cost effective as possible because we want them to be literally exactly what you're looking for. The thing that you are asking for is these. That is the exact reason we are making these.
Hey,
we want something
likes
that's
us.
cost effective, that can be used by people who are learning to paint to approach, various different things like painting hair texture, leather, cloth, metallics, things like that. That's the whole point of these coins. these texture trainers. So yeah, keep an eye out. We're going to be releasing these here soon. We're just working on kind of the final bits and bobs of getting them approved, and then we're going to be getting these out to you guys. So take a look for them in the new year, and we are definitely working on it as soon as possible. Yeah, Luminous Blue, feel free to come join us. We stream every day during the week, Monday through Friday, from 2 to 4. We're here just hanging out and painting. Jason and myself, I'm here by myself today, but normally I'm here joined with Jason, who's another absolutely incredible painter, and his partner Jen, who is wonderful. She typically fields our questions from Twitch chat, so that Jason and I can, sit down and paint and answer questions while we're looking down. But yeah, no, check us out. We got a link to the Discord as well, Luminous Blue. We have thousands of artists on our Discord. It's a great place to hang out and learn, ask questions. Jason and I are both in there a lot. We're talking to people, answering questions, checking out people's cool miniatures. We also do monthly challenges on the Discord, so if you feel like you want to get challenged to paint something out of your comfort zone, check out the Discord challenges and come join us there. We do reviews on all of the submissions for our Discord challenges at the end of every month, so that we can go through and kind of talk about where people win, when they work really hard on something and they just kind of missed on some spots, we can talk about that. But we also talk a lot about, what the fantastic things that everybody did. And everybody always blows us away with how awesome everything looks from those challenges, because you guys kill it. Bye, Professional Paint Liquor. I'm actually going to put this back. And then we are actually going to close out the stream today. It's 4 o'clock. It's time for us to move on over. I'm going to find these. Hold on. We're going to put all the links in chat. So we're going to go. First one is a store link. If you want to pick up any of the paints that we've been using on stream, all of our Pro Acryl paints, which we make here, we are Monument Hobbies. We make all the paint that we're using on stream. You can find them on our store website there. Get them shipped to you. If you live outside of the United States, or you want to support local game stores near you, you can check out our FLGS link, which will give you a link to our store locator. We have hundreds of stores around the world where you can find product in stores, so you don't have to get it shipped. You can just walk in and buy stuff. Hi, Mariah. Hey, see you later. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. And let's see here. We got the Discord, which we talked about just a minute ago. And we got the YouTube. So YouTube is where we're gonna have all of our past VODs. So Luminous Blue, if you are still here and you want to check out some of our old live streams, all of them are uploaded and available on YouTube as well as our Twitch. Yeah, we're pumped to have you back. In fact, one of the things that we really want to talk about as well, tomorrow is a very special stream for us. We do a holiday party for all of our employees here at Monument Hobbies towards the end of the year, and we wanted to make sure that all of the stream community and all of our chat got to join us. So tomorrow, between the hours of 2 to 4, which is our regular scheduled live stream, we're going to be doing a ton of giveaways. We're going to be hanging out, having a great time, talking shop, talking painting, talking life, having just a ball. So if you want to hang out and have a good time, and you got some time off between 2 and 4 tomorrow, Mountain Standard Time. We're in Arizona, so if you want to figure out what time to join us, just Google Arizona time. That'll help you figure it out. Cornflake Justice, we'll walk through all the specifics on that tomorrow. Generally speaking, we don't require it. We typically require that you are a follower. There might be some super special things that we may mess around with subscriber specific stuff for. Yes, 2 to 4 Mountain Time. And you can win a date with Baby J. We'll see about that. We will see about that. But anyways, thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you if you're still hanging out from the raid. Thank you guys for joining us. And we're going to go find somebody to raid. So if you want to hang out, we will find somebody to pass you guys off to. I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic, smashing evening. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for our fun, fancy live stream with Phil. He's the new guy, Phil, also known as the old cat.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I was gonna do on these guys in terms of the step, because that's that. Oh, look,